luxury webinar, and have we got a treat for you? We've got some beautiful hotels today, so I'm very, very excited to hear more about them. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves to start with. So Xavier, welcome. This is your first webinar that you personally have done with us. So tell us who you are and where you're from.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you for inviting us. I'm Xavier Pineda. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for the All-Inclusive by Marriott Bonvoy properties in the Caribbean and Latin America. And today I'm pleased to represent the W Punta Cana Hotel and the Marriott Miches, also in Dominican Republic. Then happy to be here to share with all of you those these two new properties, and happy to announce that we have a price of 2-night stay at the W Punta Cana all-inclusive resort that is opening first quarter 2025. Thank you for the opportunity.
Super, thank you very much, Xavier. And we also have Christina, who's on that beautiful beach at the moment. I presume you've got a cocktail in hand too.
I wish. What's coming next? Right now it's just coffee.
No, disappointing. But Christina, welcome.
You know, it is 9 a.m. on this side of the world, so
yeah, but it's 12 o'clock somewhere.
For sure. Well, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Christina Mezcua, and I'm one of the sales managers at the beautiful Ocean Club in the Bahamas. And it is a pleasure to be with you here this morning. And I think with that said, I can start the presentation, correct?
Yes, please take us to the Bahamas.
Let's take a beautiful trip to paradise. Give me 1 second to start the presentation.
Charlene, it's 6 o'clock where she is. Wow.
Yes.
Charlene, thank you for joining us.
So this is our beautiful, beautiful paradise, and it is an absolute honor to be representing this gorgeous and historic property. I always say that, you know, when you come here to this property, all the problems just melt away as you're driving through our driveway. And once you're on the property, you just are hypnotized by that turquoise water that you can see pretty much from all of the front of the hotel. You would see on the map what I'm referring to. So the first thing that it's important to discuss, hold on, why it's not moving forward? There we go. The first thing to discuss is how do you get there, right? So you fly into the Nassau airport. We're located in Paradise Island, which is just connected by a bridge. But we have direct flights from almost all major airports in the US. From Miami Airport, it is just a 30-minute flight. So very quickly you get there. And from international airports, we have direct flights from London, Toronto, and Panama City. So again, very, very easy to get to us. And once you get to the airport, it's only a 30-minute drive to get to us. Once you get to us, you have 36 acres to enjoy and to really just disconnect and reconnect with your family, with your loved ones, or whoever you're traveling with. We have 107 rooms, so it's a small amount of rooms for the amount of space that we have, which is wonderful because it always feels like you have the entire resort for yourself. We have a few restaurants, amenities, and event space. So we'll get through all of that. But you can see on our map how we sit along the beautiful beach. And the majority of our rooms are facing the ocean. So a lot of opportunities to have those beautiful oceanfront views. But as you can see, the map, it is like kind of the shape of as a T. The bottom part of the T, it's our Versailles Gardens, which is the most unique feature of the hotel. The Versailles Gardens was a love gift from the founder of the hotel to his wife. He brought all the pieces from France and Spain, and it took 2 years to put them all together. And the result is absolutely stunning. So I always recommend that you tell your clients when you're sending them to our hotel that they have to visit our Versailles Gardens. I'm sorry. It's the perfect spot for an engagement, for just a family picnic, or just that Instagram moment. The property has been in Paradise Island since 1962. So a couple of years ago, we celebrated our 60th anniversary. And in this past 60 years, celebrities from around the world, politicians, anybody has visited our property, and they have left their mark. So I always say that we always have the ghosts from the past, but in a very glamorous way. So you always want to be part of the property. Every time anybody visits us, they're part of the history of our beautiful resort. And then on the bottom right, you can see the cloisters, part of the Versailles garden. So just beautiful views, beautiful settings all around the property. For our guest rooms, we have something for everybody. This is one of the things I love about this property, is that we have a lot of options in just 107 rooms. So on the top left side, you see the building, which is the Hartford wing. This is the original wing. And this one has both garden view and ocean view rooms. The style and the core of these rooms is a little bit more of the contemporary Bahamian chic, with a little bit more colors, but always highlighting that beautiful turquoise water. And the other thing I love about these rooms is that the majority of them are king rooms, but they have sofa beds. So perfect for those traveling with families, but for those that are traveling with like a little bit larger families, or that they want their kids to be in a different room, the majority of our rooms are outer connecting. So they do not connect through a door through the wall, but through an outside foyer. So that makes it a little bit more privacy when you are not sharing the room next door. We have a couple of suites as well on this side. And then the other side of the property, we have the Crescent Wing. The Crescent Wing was added probably in the 90s. And then we went through a major renovation of this wing just about a year ago. So this was already made under Seasons brand. When we took over in 2017. So little by little, we've injected more and more the Four Seasons brand. So you get to feel it when you see the rooms. When you're a Four Seasons connoisseur, you see the DNA of the brand in our rooms. So when they were redoing these rooms, obviously, as I've said before, the centerpiece is that turquoise water. So everything else is just to complement that beautiful color. On the Crescent Wing, we have 5 different buildings with a total of 50 units. Of those 50 units, 40 are guest rooms, and then we have 10 suites on the side. So this is where the majority of our suites are. And we added sofa beds to all of our king rooms, and we added several double queens. And on this wing, we also have the possibility of outer connecting rooms. So we can do suite to king, or suite to double queen, or king to queen, or king to king. So lots of options for families. It used to be that families stay in Hartford and couples used to be in Crescent. But with these additions, we've opened the door to more families. But because of the setup of this wing, it's still very private, very exclusive, very quiet on this side, and the style is more of that classic island elegance. It's one of the things I love about this property, is throughout wherever you say, it gives you that sense of place. You know you are in the Bahamas when you're walking throughout our property. And how could you not, right, when you see that turquoise water? So our next level is our plunge pool bungalows. These are 2 bedrooms. We have 2 of them on the property, and they are located in the heart of the property, close to the Versailles gardens. So these accommodations I love because they give you the maximum level of privacy. you have your own pool, you have your butler service. It comes with amazing amenities. So it's great for those that are looking for, you know, that maximum amount of privacy. However, I always like to disclose that they do not have ocean views. It's only a 3-minute to 5-minute walk to the beach, but I like to mention that. So if you're looking for everything that the Punch Bowl bungalows offer, but also the beach view, then we have our beautiful and stunning villas. We have 3 of them. The 2 on the sides are 3-bedroom. The one in the center, it's a 4-bedroom. Technically, all 3 of them are identical, where they have 2 masters with a king bed and then an extra room in the back with double queens. So great for families again, or a group of friends. But the 4th bedroom in the center villa, it's actually like a detached bungalow. It's still a beautiful setting, but I always like to mention that it's detached from the main building. Our bungalows and our villas were renovated early 2020. So they have that stunning Bahamian style as well. My favorite is the direct access to the beach. You don't have to walk far, you don't have to do anything, you just have to go down the stairs, and the butler team will set up the beach for you. Our beach is on paper public, but in practice, it is a very private beach. There's no public access nearby, so you really have to walk through the sand for about 25 minutes to get to our beach. So it remains very, very private. So the most complicated thing that our villa guests have to encounter is making decisions of, do I lay by the pool or do I lay by the beach? That is the hardest decision. Or do I have a rum punch or a margarita or something like that? Because everything else, our butler team takes care for them. Arvin, our head butler, has been there for countless years, and he focuses all of his energy on these 3 villas. That is it. So he has been doing this for so long, and well, that he knows what you need or what you want before you even think about it. So him and his team are phenomenal. But the other thing I love about these villas is that not only you have your dedicated housekeeping and butler team, but you also, that kitchen comes with a private chef. And the private chef services are included in the rate. So breakfast is included, afternoon canapes are included. But if you want to have a special lunch or dinner in the villa, all you have to pay for is the food and beverage, because the chef services are included. So it's a no-brainer. Our villas are the place to be at our resorts. So when it comes to dining, we have a few different options. Our main restaurant is Dune by John George. So those delicious and signature dishes that he has, but in Dune, you also find some of those dishes infused with some of the Bahamian flavors, or some of the Bahamian ingredients, or local fishes, or so you find amazing, amazing dishes, and they change throughout the year. So you can come back several times through the year and you will find new dishes to enjoy. One of the things that we've done to Dune Restaurant is we added that awning that you can see in the photo on the top right, so that you can still enjoy outdoor dining, even if, you know, there's a little bit of rain at that moment. And the bottom left, you can see our Ocean Blue restaurant. This used to be just a poolside restaurant with some umbrellas, but we've elevated the experience, adding as well an awning and offering dinner options as well. So now you have 2 dining options at the resort. But the star here is on the bottom right. That is Keith Gash, our head bartender, and he is at the Martini Bar. I mean, who doesn't love a martini, right? But there's so many things I can say about Keith. He has been with us for 37 years, and this year he won Best Bartender in the Bahamas, and I could not agree more with that award. If you don't know this, the movie Casino Royale was filmed at our property, and that is where the Vesper Martini was born. And the mastermind behind that martini is, you know, Kith Cash, of course. So when you come visit, you can enjoy that beautiful and delicious martini from none other but the creator himself. I always love to highlight the photo because the martini he's holding in his hand, the mastermind behind that was actually me and my boss. We were having some drinks at the hotel one night, and we came up with this beautiful passion fruit chili martini, and it is a huge success. So that's another one to try. We always also have a caviar martini. We had for some time a truffle martini that we bring back every so often, that it's also a hit. I know, sounds weird, but I promise you it is the most delicious thing. So I highly recommend that. I could go on and talk about Keith and his martinis, but honestly, all you have to do is come visit us and try them yourself. Send us your clients and they'll tell you all about that. The other activity I like to highlight in our martini bar is Friday nights. Around 5 p.m., we have a general manager happy hour. So our GM and our top executives at the resort come and meet our guests and listen to them like firsthand, to their feedback. And, you know, there's no better way to grow and become better but to listen from them directly. So it's a wonderful experience with great beverages and food. So if your clients are there for a weekend, I highly recommend that you send them to the martini bar at 5 p.m. There's a lot more to do than just spend time in your room and the restaurants. We have a beautiful spa with 8 private villas. We have nail and hair salon. We have a fitness center, has an indoor and outdoor area. We have bicycle for adults and for children, paddle boarding, yoga and Pilates classes. We have great tennis courts. So there's a lot that can be done on property. But as I've said before, the main reason you come to our hotel is just to relax and enjoy and be pampered by that signature Four Seasons service. But, you know, there's some that travel with children that are a little bit more full of energy and they want to burn some of that energy. Well, we have a great option for them. So we actually partner with the Atlantis. We are 5 minutes away from them. And all of our guests actually get to enjoy the Atlantis water park. So the kids can go there, burn some of that energy, run around, use the water slides, have a great day, and then you can come back to the peace and quiet of the Ocean Club. So a lot of parents love that, to have the option of going there, but then coming back. We have a beautiful shuttle that runs between the 2 properties throughout the day. So great option. And for the adults, there's amazing restaurants at Atlantis where you have signature privileges, so they can just sign to the room and charge it at the Ocean Club. And of course, they have the casinos. So there's a lot that can be enjoyed there. But as I say, at the end of the day, you can come back and, you know, rest in that beautiful Four Seasons bed. We have 3 different pools, which is a true luxury for a hotel with only 107 rooms. The one on the bottom right, it's our kids pool. It's nestled in the heart of the property where it's a very private area. So I always say that the kids can be kids there. They can run, they can scream, they can do whatever, and nobody's gonna give them a side eye that they're being too loud. It actually is the perfect spot for them. The second image from the left, it is our adult pool, our Versailles pool, which overlooks our beautiful Versailles gardens. And then right in the center, it's our amazing ocean pool, that it's an infinity pool overlooking the ocean where families can actually come together. And then all the way in the left, it's our beautiful, beautiful beach. I love to highlight our beach because not only the color is stunning, but you know, the reality is that a lot of destinations in the Caribbean, even I'm based here in South Florida, so even here in South Florida, we have this issue as well, which is the sargassum and the seaweed problems, especially during the summer. Well, we have none of that. Year round, that beach is water and sand only. So it's perfect for families to enjoy. And then, you know, the Bahamas is a beautiful destination that not only you get to enjoy our resort in Atlantis or Paradise Island, we're connected to Nassau, that has really elevated their experience in the Bahamas. Their airport is wonderful for the American travelers. You have global entry, you have TSA, so you clear customs actually for everybody, for all international travelers in the Bahamas. So once you get home, it's very easy. But not only you get to enjoy that, but the Bahamas is 700 islands. So there's a lot to be discovered there. So I would love for you to send your clients our way. I'm happy to work with you. And just a side note, we still have festive availability. So make sure you to consider us. And that is it for me. Thank you.
Super. Thank you very much, Christina. You've got a lot of wanderlust happening at the moment. I think that everybody's picturing themselves and the clients there. So thank you for the super amazing presentation. And don't forget as well that one person will be staying there for 3 nights. So you need to have been listening very carefully to Christina. So any questions you've got for her, pop them into the Q&A. We'll tackle these just towards the end. And Xavier has started his screen share now. He's taken us off to the Dominican Republic. It's all yours, Xavier.
Thank you, Sarah. Christina, great presentation, inspiring property. I want to go to Bahamas too. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I'm Xavier Pineda, Director of Sales and Marketing for our all-inclusive hotels within Marriott International. And I'm super excited to present the W Punta Cana in Uvero Alto region in Dominican Republic. As you know, Punta Cana is a very well-connected destination with different direct flights from Europe, North America, Latin America, and we are so excited to present the first W all-inclusive in the world in Uvero Alto, in Dominican Republic, just 25 minutes north Punta Cana Airport. And this hotel is an adults-only playground that is surrounded by a palm trees forest. And that's why the designers decided to incorporate a lot of nature within this W all-inclusive adults-only resort. As you know, W is our vibrant luxury brand. I would say our most more irreverent approach to luxury, and definitely we are presenting the first W all-inclusive. As you know, the brand is defined by lifestyle, fashion, and natural beauty, and that's why we are incorporating all these components in this new all-inclusive experience in Punta Cana. As an adult playground, we have a lot to share in terms of activities and experiences, not only all the natural experience around Punta Cana, but also water sports, motorized and not motorized, included in the experience. Just in front the hotels, the whales approaching the Dominican coast, and all those experiences by the beach also defined the destination. The wow factor of this hotel, we have 400 meters of palm fringed white beach front in Uvero Alto. It's a secluded destination in Punta Cana, then you will have your own space to enjoy this approach to luxury. We have great culinary experiences, 12 restaurants and bars with international delights. Definitely the design of the rooms, the private pools and the swim-ups at this property are stunning. Wellness approach with the W brand is incredible, incredibly presented at this property. The chill pool, the oceanfront infinity pool with 200 meters pool. Imagine 4 Olympic pools in one oceanfront pool. And definitely we have spaces for groups, weddings, and social gatherings. We're opening in Q1 2025. March 31st is the initial date. I was talking about the oceanfront pool, and imagine 200 meters, 5,000 feet pool just in front of the ocean. As you can see, we have an extensive area on the beach, and we have cabanas experiences with ambassador services, which is our version of the butler service, and all this space for only 340 rooms. Then this is a low density resort, and for sure you will have your own space that will give you a private experience in Punta Cana, specifically in Ubero Alto. 340 rooms, as you can see, the new design of the W brand, just to make sure that we provide a wonderful stay with the W Punta Cana, breathtaking views of the Caribbean Ocean with this incredible resort. 12 restaurants and bars. With what we are doing in luxury all-inclusive is we are trying to avoid the large buffets and offer different multiple options to the customers just to create this unique experience in our approach to luxury. Some of the examples and some of the experiences that we have in the culinary, we have international cuisine, we have infinity pool bars, we have a rooftop, we have Italian restaurants, we have grill restaurants, dining terrace, and also we have our speakeasy concept with a humidor and a rum club that is very a Dominican experience. We're trying to bring local artisans to create those tobacco, rolling tobacco for you, and definitely is a very unique Dominican experience. And also, we have pools like this that we call the chill pool with no music, no activations, just you and your relaxing time in the Dominican Republic. 76 resort categories with private pools, as you can see at the right hand of the screen. Then for sure you will have your own space and your private place. Remember, this is an adults only resort, and we have a great spa, and a way spa with 10 treatment rooms, and definitely the local component is included in the resort menu. And again, we're so excited to talk about W Punta Cana, all-inclusive and adults-only resort, will open Q1 2025. And with this, also in the Dominican Republic, we opened 2 weeks ago the Sunrise Miches Beach Resort, a Marriott hotel. This hotel is 90 minutes north Punta Cana Airport. We have 2 hotels in one. At your left hand, you have the adults only section. This area is more a boutique hotel kind of experience. And then you have 252 rooms for the family section that includes a water park, a lazy river, In this hotel, in total, we have 18 restaurants, and we are so pleased to show this hotel. The beach is incredible. Is very secluded. The ocean is very calm. That is perfect for toddlers. And this is the entry-level category in the adult only section. All the adults only section with private jacuzzis inside the room. We're talking about 116 rooms like this. And we have separate areas for public areas with different pools around the resort. Restaurants and bars. In this section, we have different options: international cuisine, Mediterranean, snack bars, beach restaurants. We have 2 spas at this hotel, one in adults only section and one in the family section. Also, we have great spaces for family gatherings, weddings, and social groups. And that's what we have this afternoon. Thank you for your attention.
Sorry, my video is playing up. Super amazing. Thank you very much, Xavier. That was incredible. It amazes me that when you see a hotel like that, and you don't normally associate too much luxury with Dominican Republic, but this is showing that these hotels are game changers. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. Okay, so let's see now what questions we've got for everybody. I think you've been answering your questions, Christina.
Yeah, but I'm happy to, go through it.
No problem at all. So Arlene has asked for Xavier, how far away from Punta Cana Airport?
The W Punta Cana is 25 minutes north Punta Cana Airport, and Sunrise Miches is 90 minutes north Punta Cana Airport.
Super, thank you very much. So Xavier, is scuba diving included in water sports, or is it offered at the resort? This is from Beth.
We have an agreement with a special vendor that offers scuba diving with extra charges.
Super, thank you very much. Arlene, you've asked a question, but I'm not sure who it's through, so I'm going to ask both of the speakers here. So Arlene has asked how many weddings per day and how many wedding venues you will have. Also, you will have, I presume this is for Xavier. So how many weddings per day and how many wedding venues will you have?
As we have a large resort, we are setting a maximum of 3 weddings per day, but we have different areas within the resort in both cases.
Super, thank you. And Christina, this is a good question for you as well. How many weddings per day and how many different venues do you have for them?
Yeah, we don't do that many weddings. We have about, I want to say about 15 to 20 weddings a year. So, and then we have a very unique setting where we do not really have any ballroom space or the traditional spaces, but we have stunning options. So you can actually get married at the cloisters that I show in our beautiful Versailles gardens, and you have the option to build a full tent or partial tent, and then have it right there in that setting.
Super, thank you. So I presume you wouldn't normally do more than 1 wedding per day?
No,
maximum
never. No, we would be just the 1 wedding.
Always 1 wedding maximum per day.
Yes.
Super,
yes.
Thank you very much.
We actually would never even have probably a group and a wedding at the same time. We usually, again, we're a much smaller property, so we just do 1 event at a time.
Yeah. Super, thank you very much. So Kenneth asked, do you have a bar service in the private pool section? Xavier, I'm presuming this is for you.
As an all-inclusive hotel in both cases, we have bars in all the pools. Definitely, yes.
Super, thank you very much. Trinity has asked what vendors sell this resort. So with all of these, you can book directly, but you also deal with tour operators as well, don't you, in the States? So Christina, do you want to answer this one first, and then Xavier?
This is a little bit harder for me to answer, as my colleague Sunibel is the one that handles all of our wholesale contracts, especially the ones based in the UK. So I do not know all of them, but if there's a way I can send an email, you can send me an email and I can get that information from Sunibel. If you want, I can leave my email on the chat so you can all reach out to me, or would that work? Okay.
Well, don't worry, because I'm going to send a copy of the recording out and copy you in anyway, but as well, you can pop it in the chat. So that's perfect.
Okay. Perfect.
Super. Thank you. And Xavier?
Yes, you can book those hotels directly. And also we have agreement with the major tour operators around the world. Yes.
Thank you very much. Arlene, which hotel are you talking about? Is it possible to do a buyout of the adult only section? I'm presuming this is Xavier.
The answer is yes. We're open to have buyouts in both properties.
Super, thank you. Jazz has asked, for W Punta Cana, what is the largest accommodation that you have?
In terms of
Presuming sleeping, so like if you've got a family of 5, for example, or like how many bedrooms?
we have the oceanfront villas with three rooms.
3 bedrooms, so that would sleep
Sure.
6?
7.
7, super. Thank you very much. Are resorts handicap accessible? So Christina, yours first.
We do have a one ADA room on the property located in the Hartford wing. And we can make accommodations to bring somebody down to our beach, but it's not built that way. First, the Bahamas doesn't really have, you know, the same requirements that we would have here in the US. But our team is very accommodating. I just had a request for somebody, and then we were renting a special wheelchair and getting special access, so we can make it happen for them.
Super, thank you, Christina. And Xavier?
We comply with US and Dominican Republic rules in terms of these requirements.
Super, perfect. Thank you very much. Can you elaborate on the water park? Is it for younger or older kids?
Sunrise Miches, I assume. And yes, we do have a section for adults, and we have one section for small kids, let's say more toddlers and younger kids.
Super, thank you very much. How are the gluten-free options for both resorts? I have lots of clients that are gluten-free. Christina?
There's obviously some items in the menu, but the chef is always ready to accommodate any type of food intolerance, restrictions, any special diets. So you just let us know so that the team is prepared for them.
Super, thank you. Xavier?
Definitely yes, in both cases.
Perfect, thank you very much. Beth has asked, Xavier, is nitrox offered for diving?
Not necessarily close to the hotel, but let's say 25 minutes, 35 minutes is great. It's a great scuba diving spot.
Super.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Are the resorts accessible, friendly around the grounds? So this is from Jennifer. So Christina, you've advised about the beach and about being able to get people down. The gardens, they've got steps and things, haven't they? So they would be probably not as. But I remember the resort being okay. It didn't seem to have like lots of steps around.
Not throughout the property, like between the 2 wings and access to the restaurants and even the like ocean pool. So that usually all the center area of the hotel, it's easy. And even for the Versailles Gardens, you can take a golf cart from the main entrance of the hotel and they will take you directly to the cloisters to at least take a look at them.
Super, that's good. Thank you, because they're beautiful. Certainly something you don't want.
Yes, you don't want to miss that.
No, absolutely not. Thank you very much. And Xavier?
Yes, in both cases, we designed the properties to have the beach accessible.
Perfect. And the grounds and everything as well. So I suppose it's keeping with any new hotels have different rules, don't they, to the older hotels. So super. Thank you very much. I think that is the end of your grilling. Oh, one last question. Are the resorts gated? Xavier, so I'm presuming you have your security, people can't just walk in and out.
Both, yes.
Yeah. Super. And Christina, I know we have security, it's not as much a gated thing in Bahamas, but could you answer that?
It's a gate. It's a little bit interesting because it's a gated entrance. So the entrance part is gated and you have to go through security to access the property. If you're not a hotel guest, you have to have a restaurant reservation. Otherwise, they won't allow you in. The beach is, there's always staff by the beach. And then the area where there's like more access, I would say, is the Versailles Gardens, because there is a street that goes in between that access the Ocean Club Estates. However, there's cameras and security always going around to check it. So the security is very high at our hotel.
Super. And just one last question that has come through that you've already answered. I think this is important to cover because a couple of people have asked the same thing. So this is to do with the Atlantis Water Park, inclusions for the guests. So they're asking, ultimately, is it just once during the stay, or can clients go whenever they want?
Whenever they want, as many times as they want. If they're there for a week, they can go every single day, and they can go several times a day. If they want to go for the morning, back to the hotel, have lunch, take a nap, get some rest, and then go back in the afternoon, that's not a problem. There is no limit whatsoever.
Super. Thank you very, very much. Okay, and Sheena is asking about options for vegans and other diets. We've just covered this, Sheena. Both hotels have facilities for any dietary requests, so no problem at all there. Okay, question time is over. So now we've got a good part where we can test you. So as a reminder, everybody that comes on our webinars, they know that you get 1 prize draw point for being on the webinar live with us today. And you get 10 prize draw points if you are the first person with the correct answer on the fastest finger round. So if everybody can go to chat and make sure that your drop down says everyone, Christina and Xavier are going to ask you a little question. So Christina, you went first with your presentation. So would you fire away with your question, please?
Absolutely. So during my presentation, I mentioned that we have a very unique feature at our hotel that is a must to visit. What was that?
We've got lots of martini ones. Okay, so Sharon said it is the Versailles.
Yes, that's what I mentioned at the beginning, that it's a must. Like I did say the Martini bar also, but I said unique feature. I mean, everybody has a bar, right? But a unique feature, it is the Versailles Gardens, because not everybody has that beautiful feature in their hotel. So it is, I was referring to the Versailles Gardens.
Perfect. And Sharon only put Versailles, she never put Gardens. Does she get the point, or does it go to the next person that said Versailles Gardens?
Ah,
Your call.
That's a tough. It is, I mean, the full naming is the Versailles Gardens.
The Versailles Gardens. So Holly,
Yes.
you're the person that would get that one correctly. So Holly, just popping your name down there, you have your 10 points. Okay, perfect. And Xavier.
During my presentation, I spoke about a speakeasy concept at the W Punta Cana. Can you mention the 2 components of this speakeasy concept at the W Punta Cana?
Oh. Okay, so let me go back up to the top. So I've got Rebecca that has, oh no, there's more up here. Sorry. Okay, Dawn said cigars and rum.
Yes,
Would that be correct?
yes.
Okay.
Right.
We also had the wet desk at Infinity Pool, Taman by the beach, Humidor, rum and Humidor, Humidor and rum. I think rum, we've got a thing with rum. I think it's a travel agent thing, to be honest.
And Dean is very strict with the responses, humidor and rum club. The right
Okay, so
response.
Rebecca, that was the first person for that one. And what about the wet desk at Infinity Pool and Taman by the beach? Would that be correct?
No.
No. Okay, so Rebecca.
We love that we have what we have at the wet desk, at the wet deck and the infinity pool, but it's not the correct answer, unfortunately.
Super. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so I hope you're all happy and have seen some amazing luxury hotels today. I know I have. I'm desperate to go. So thank you to Xavier and Christina for the time today. We will send a copy of the recording out, and you will have the contacts copied in. So if you do have any further questions, let them know. Don't forget, Xavier has the Marriott All-Inclusive Rewards program. So all of your Marriott All-Inclusives, you can log on the system. And Christina, you can log her bookings on mycaribbeanrewards.com, which is a monthly prize draw. So it's all good to go. It's nearly the weekend. So I hope you all have a super amazing weekend, and we will see you all next week. Thank you very much, Xavier and Christina. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Sarah.
you.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.